up?
It's my anniversary. My husband shit his pants.
Oh no. That's a little freaky. Are y'all getting freaky?
Yeah, we're doing the poo-poo platter tonight, baby.
Oh God.
Oh, God is right. My dear friend, my sweetest meat shield, she made it, everyone, brought it to everyone's attention.
I saw
that. What's that? Yeah, guess what? Those are not Paula's channels she tagged. I mean, if they are...
Oh, I thought it was because I thought Paula misspelled her own shit. I was like, this dumb fucking bitch.
Yeah, if you follow the link to both the Louisiana and the Outlaw Women, they're both alts. Like, they could be Paula's, but they're not her main Outlaw Woman or her main Louisiana High Ride.
Wow.
Yeah, that's her number one meat shield. Don't even know. Speaking about doesn't even know, I got a little surprise coming later, but we might have to wait for a special guest here in a moment.
I'm excited.
I don't want to ruin anything. I want to let them tell their story. All victims have a voice, people.
That's right. That is very true. And I welcome all voices here on my panel.
Somebody's just very worked up and trying to blame me for their anger and aggression when I've demonstrated clearly I'm a fucking retard. And I don't even know how to edit. So if I could edit, I probably would have edited a long time ago on any of my uploads.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, you're super mod?
No.
But yeah, I mean, I've been accused of a few of these multiple accounts around. I think at one time people thought I was cringe, and then they realized who Cringe Clips is. Well, they thought I was Susie for a while.
Oh, I thought you were. I still think you're some people.
I think I've even showed you my fucking accounts that they're all...
I know, but yeah, you can't trust a troll. No offense.
So especially in this sector with all these idiots and addicts, I've always tried to focus on the truth, and that's, I mean, being transparent has always been part of my shtick from opening, from jump, because I always wanted to show Square, like, look at what I'm,
Oh, trust me, I know. You've definitely got me several times.
But I've, also explained along the way, too, right? Like,
at the time, I hated you, but it was because you were right. And I'm like, this motherfucker, And I can see why y'all picked me or whatever you want to call it, because I look back and I watch some old stuff of mine, especially the potato video. Like,
look at what you do though. Like, before even coming into the sector, you're a reactor.
Exactly.
And you naturally give great reactions, and that's what a troll craves, is fucking reactions.
Y'all found the right motherfucker. I gave y'all some pretty great ones.
You've also learned in growth. Growth was you made strides. You did self-reflection, and that goes a long way. Self-reflection.
Oh yeah, because once it started, and I started just sitting back and observing, and I found Square, and I saw he had been getting trolled at that time for about a year when y'all had found me or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, a year? Are these motherfuckers going to be on my ass a goddamn year? And so I was determined. I'm like, man, I'm fixing to learn what the fuck I got to do to not be Square. My whole goal was to not be Square, and so.
You listened to his stories, though. I mean, this was long before there was ever this group of malicious middle-aged men, as he likes to, whatever, fucking...
Yeah.
Before there was ever this troll group, these malicious... He had this in school, he had this with his flight sim. It's a pattern of behavior with him.
Right.
It's not just...
I don't understand how you can allow yourself to be that trollable.
Part of it is he seeks it out. I mean, many of them do. they continue to insert themselves and want relevancy.
Hold on. Sorry.
We got.
I haven't heard it. Oh, shit. You need me
Just
to
to echo.
drop down and come back up?
No, it's me. It's me echoing through you. I'll mute.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I haven't heard anything that's been said. I've been busy running around. So.
We were just waxing philosophical. No names or anything in general, but I did allude to a special guest coming up with some magnificent information. Everybody in class, I hope you have your listening ears on. Ghost has a special announcement he'd like to make.
It really ain't special. You know, I saw you were doxxed this morning, Emcee. Not that it means much because you've already been doxxed, but I was surprised.
Hold on, who did that?
Andrea has
Really?
alluded to the fact that this Andrea Gazette is Emcee here. And, you know, Andrea Gazette has been archiving a lot of her stuff because we all know Andrea does a lot of deleting. You know, she tries to hide the truth. But then when you show the truth and you archive it, which has been very difficult because she's literally glued to this fucking thing 24/7. There was one time I was archiving and she made 10 posts that day. I screenshot them all and I started to upload them. And then all of a sudden it said upload limit reached. I was not able to upload any more stuff. And I'm like, God, this lady's just too much to keep up with, you know? I just don't have that kind of time she does.
See, I miss all this shit from Andrea. I haven't seen them.
Well, of course, it's because that's what she tries to do. You'll miss everything she does because she'll delete everything she does. Now, if you can, April, someday, you should load up this page. It's called the Andrea Gazette. Holy fuck. They have been trolling the fuck out of her. And she's convinced that it's Emcee here. But really, I'm glad that she thought that, you know, because it worked out in my advantage. I wanted her to think that was Emcee because when Andrea starts taking shots at Emcee, guess who comes back around? It's pretty obvious. It's Square. There's just yeah. And you know who else learned that? Obvious fact too? Whitney. She took shots at Square. And guess where you found Square? Right in her comments. So it worked out great to get Square more interactive with people. And all you gotta do is target his main boogeyman, being Emcee. So thank you, Andrea, for playing along and falling for the troll. You look absolutely ridiculous right now doing all this doxing because here's another fact. Nicolina, look at her page. If you watch her shorts, watch her videos, it's almost like Andrea. Oh, wait a minute. This is where Andrea gets all her creative spunk from this Nikki character.
Now, see, I saw her I'm sorry to interrupt, Ghost.
You're good.
I saw her talking about Nicolina, but I had never heard of her. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Well, this is where Andrea robs her ideas from. In fact, she worships this Nicolina. She loves her to death. And then once I saw Andrea comment something, I think it was in this chat, something about Nicolina and how she's around Just Peachy all the time, who targets her kids and yada yada. I thought, I wonder if Nicolina would care to see that. So I tagged her in it. And of course we got a good little response out of Nicolina. And well, boy, did that fucking set Andrea off. She went straight to doxing and overreacting and all of this crazy low-cow shit. And she also loves Shiz Happens. That's her new idol now. Shiz Happens. But you know why? It's because Shiz don't like Jules. And you know who does like Jules? Sly. She's so upset that Sly likes Jules.
Don't forget Rooskie. Remember, whenever she talks about Jules, she always says, Rooskie, Rooskie, Rooskie tried to introduced me to Jules to save me from the workyverse. The square root of Andrea is always Rooskie.
God damn, I'm so lost.
Well, it's really not hard to figure things out, you know. Just pay
Is
a
she
little
for real
attention.
doxxed, Emcee?
Again, yeah, she's been doing that quite a bit. Yeah, she thinks this page, the Andrea Gazette, which, look, I run that page. I'm not afraid to own that. And she... I'm sorry, but it's just hilarious how she thought it was MC this whole time. And I'm sorry, Emcee, if I took that troll too far and got you doxxed all them times, but it was just too fucking great to not... and his wife, yeah, and MC's wife.
It's
But
not
it was
the
just
first
too
time
fun.
either. I mean, shout out Julius Seizure. Shout out
yeah.
Susie Rottencrotch. Shout out all the ones that came before. All the boogeyman that are always MC. Shout out Sabbath. Oh, that's you, Andrea. Sick. Yeah, there's 1,000 different accounts that everyone always... Oh, that's MC.
I thought I Spy was you.
So did some people, to the point that they actually drove to my house over it. But no, I don't. I do my best work on panels.
Right. All these accounts that everyone accuses of being MC. And, you know, Square was the first one to really start doing that. And I feel like everyone just picked up on his work. Like, oh, that's got to be MC. That's MC. Let's go to his house. Let's dox him. And I'll kid you not, everyone. Anytime he sends me a screenshot, at the bottom, it says, create a channel to interact or whatever. He doesn't have a fucking channel. Not one. And you don't have to take my word. I don't care. But really, if you interact with him on the back streets and he starts sending you all these screenshots, you'll see and learn soon enough, oh, this motherfucker don't have a channel. So really, you can't blame him for any of this stuff. And I'll make a post on the Andrea Gazette and I'll even claim it's mine. I don't care. I'll be happy to do that. But
What is this comment about? Do y'all know?
Children from an obituary too? I don't know. Did she do that as well, MC?
Maybe at one point in time. But as Duster knows, the best thing to do with most docs is you don't confirm a lot of it. So, yeah, you know, sloppy work, as always, Duster.
Yeah, I know. I lied about my address for 2 years so y'all wouldn't know.
You know what really gave you away is that story you told one time about that cafe with a cult.
What?
The cafe, the yellow cafe?
Oh, the Yellow Deli.
Yeah, when you told that story, there was so few locations. That's what pinpointed it.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Well, fuck, dude, it's better. Books got caught with lightning. I mean, that's like straight geolocation. Yeah, I mean, it's people look for the smallest of details. Speaking of which, Hillbilly, that trash all over your house is more than, I'm sorry, Hellbilly. Let me pronounce it not like Square. That is more than a vacuum can handle, my guy. It's not just your vacuum broke. Got to put a little effort in there, bud, little elbow grease. I know depression can take its toll and make it hard to do daily tasks. So, feel for you. Best wishes. Did you see that, April? Did you see any of his? I think that live's still up.
I did. I don't watch Hellbilly Live much. I can't deal with drunk too much. I just can't. But and Spokesman's a little much for me too. I don't know. It's just I'm just like, let me back away slowly. But yeah, he needs like a shop vac. That shit.
Or just get on your hands and knees with a garbage bag, maybe a rake at first before you vacuum. Oh, we lost Ghosty. Sorry, Ghost. I know you're a busy gentleman at work. Thank you for gracing us with your presence and spreading a little truth on this Thursday morning. I was enjoying the tunes today. They were a whole new variety, man.
Yeah, I don't listen to just hip hop and stuff.
That Love Shack, that takes me back to my first car.
Oh, really?
72 Dodge Polara.
Oh, yeah.
We bench seats. We could fit 6 people in the front and 6 in the back. And,
damn.
oh God.
Used to party hard.
It was trouble. The thing was a boat. I mean, it was indestructible, that old metal.
That song's amazing. I love that song. I don't really have any memories attached to it, though.
I had friends. We grew up in the age of mixtapes, and somebody made me a mixtape for my car when I first got it. After we'd rode around for like a week or two, and that was one of the songs. They're like, "This is your car, this is your car." So it always pops out, even though it wasn't a Chrysler.
Right.
But it was still as big as a whale. And we definitely Rock Lobster is a good one from them too. That's Family Guy really shined that up. Is that them as well? Rock Lobster? Is that a different group, similar style?
I don't know. The B-52s. The only song I know by them is Love Shack that I can think of off top.
You don't know the song Rock Lobster? It like literally sounds.
Oh yeah, I've heard that song. Yeah.
I think it's them, but it might be somebody else. Yeah.
I don't know if it's by them or not.
It's like the Bernstein Bears or the Bernstein Bears. It's just one of those creative memories.
And they try to say it would never Bernstein Bear. Bullshit.
Well, yeah, I'd just like to, I guess, leave this with not even an apology to Andrea, but some of the stuff she's been maddest about in the past, I've even found clips of up on Milkman's. It was all just parroting stuff that the Workyverse or Filthy had said along the way that we, obviously passed on those dirty discords and all been privy to the same information. So,
yeah,
seen it from similar sources back in the day, but always shooting messengers and never defeating the message.
I wasn't around when Andrea had her dose from the Workyverse. I never was around for much of that. I've seen old clips where like her and Wacky Jackie and Filthy, I think, were on panel, were going at it at one point. But
yeah, that's still up. That's Milkman on Milkman, the original Milkman's. It's Workyverse versus Andrea, part 1.
That's where I saw it.
There's a part 2 as well out.
I don't think I saw part 2.
It's on the same channel. You just got to scroll around. He doesn't have much content up anymore.
Somebody needs to take over what Milkman was, because the whole drama content, people would watch that.
Well, especially in clip form, because nobody wants to sit through giant long.
Right.
So, yeah, clippers out there, you got your work cut out. I heard there was your buddy was falling asleep. He used to give you grief for falling asleep on the street.
Yeah, he fell asleep and Lori came to the rescue.
Hey, hubby, wake up. Good old little lapdog Lori coming to the rescue.
Yeah, I saw that, so I had to go and check it out for myself.
I think I found the spot. I'm not quite positive, but it looks like he's starting to droop his head a bit when you're fast forwarding and on like multiple 2x speed.
It's close to after Seeper drops down.
I'll have to check it.
I think it's Seeper. It sounds like Seeper.
I couldn't tell with all those weird circles with just initials in them, and I didn't see a lot of names in the corners as I was scrolling fast, so I'll check it.
Well, when Seeper was up there, it was actual profile pictures, and then when he drops down, it turns into little letters. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the timestamp.
Yeah, we'll poke around. I'm sure it'll surface later in the day on those dirty discords.
It was last night, Watusi. It was pretty fucking hilarious.
I have been baiting Lori here and there in emails every now and then. She's, they made that New Year's resolution that they're just going to focus on the music and avoid all the drama. Joke. Here we are, 2 months away from the next year, and there's no resolution upheld?
Hell no. If you're going to avoid drama, country rap is the last fucking place you need to be.
I love it too because people bitch about phone calls, which are very easy to avoid, especially from an unlisted number.
Oh,
but
yeah.
an email, when you're getting triggered by an email, woo! There's a couple of them. Oh, welcome back, sir.
Sorry, I was walking around and stepped into the dead spot. But in other news, Berlinetta, I got to have a conversation with her, and I thought maybe we can make some content here, you know? Maybe we can get her some watch hours, and she can break down and finally explain why she did all that backstabbing and the bullshit she pulled off. But all she did was give out Paula answers and deflections and wasn't even going to be honest in that moment whatsoever. I was also going to ask her, I forgot to, where she got that recording of me supposedly calling a vet, because I guarantee you, if I asked Berlinetta, was that the phone call or was that just a voice recording you grabbed from the Discord? And I guarantee you, she would answer truthfully to that as well, because she knows for a fact that that wasn't a phone call whatsoever. And it would completely destroy their whole narrative of me supposedly calling a vet out to Paula's house, yada, yada. You know, how do we even know that any of this happened? And they're talking about, Bertrand answering Berlinetta for her, saying, oh, all the narratives you were spinning in there, that's why she left. Well, what about this narrative you're trying to spin on me when you're taking a voice clip, not even a phone call? Because this is the phone I use, right? How can I be actively on a call while sending a voice message on Discord? It doesn't work that way. So that narrative is completely gone, defeated. You spun that, and now you look ridiculous for trying to spin that. And I was really disappointed in her. She couldn't even answer truthfully. Like when I asked her, do you think Paula's a low count? Does she check the boxes? She couldn't even give me a straight answer. She was like, well, everyone checks the boxes, you know? Like, no. Let's not deflect here, Paula. It felt like I was talking to Paula.
Ghost,
but
when was this?
This was yesterday.
I missed
This was
it,
yesterday.
damn it.
Yeah, well, I mean, she had the chance. I mean, hell, that chat grew up to like, I don't know, 60 people that were watching. And it's like, man, you could have had 60 more if you would have broke down the real reason why you did all of that, Berlinetta. But she was just too afraid to, because, look, I know it would make her look bad. Well, but if she were to be honest, you would actually look good, Berlinetta. Why would you protect Paula's feelings when they're not even worth protecting? She's a narcissist. She's just like Square.
That's it exactly, though. And you remember Gene Team had to do the exact same thing with Square in order for them to get a little bit more content at the end of everything. It's the same playbook they ran with Square. They're just trying to protect Paula's feelings in hopes and attempts that she will spew a little bit more milk, because it looks like Charlie might have packed up his bags and gone off to the ballpark in the sky. I mean, he's, I don't know, dried up, sulking in a corner somewhere. So Paula is really the only milk really spewed. Well, Hillbilly and fucking Paula, those are the two big producers right now, guys.
I'm sorry, but I just heard Berlinetta say in a recent live, I would rather know, she said, I don't care how crazy the truth is, I'd rather you tell me the truth than anything else. Fuck that. And this motherfucker can't even be real with fucking Paula. Get the fuck, y'all are some fake, weak ass motherfuckers, bro. I'll tell Paula to her face what a dumbass bitch she is.
Well, Berlinette is trying to run an operation on Paula, though. That's a separate thing. As far as the truth on her own, I think a lot of it just does come back to trying to protect their current investment of Paula. Because, and the whole watching her pocketbooks and money, who brought money into it in the first place? I mean, you could give cash apps privately on the back street, but when you put those cash apps out publicly and cry about it and have JM break down the dollar amounts, That's public information that all have seen and witnessed. When you give super chats and you buy memberships, that all shows up publicly. You have other ways to hide the way you give money, and instead you do it wanting the attention from it.
I agree. And didn't she leave a comment on one of your lives or videos, April, how she gave Bird like $2,000 or $3,000, right? April,
I mean, she told me that, but I don't remember seeing a comment. You could be right, but yeah, that's what I heard.
There was a screenshot I thought you shared. I thought you were the one who shared the screenshot of Paula saying she gave Bird $2,000 or $3,000. So when we call into question that, hey, Paula's a backstabbing snake, we all know this. Gene Team knows it too. They've actually called her that herself. And then when they gave up their corner, us being their content creators, essentially, giving them all the content, all the reactions, everything, they give all that up for Paula. Now, they think we're crazy and weird for calling into question how she might just be funding them again when she has a history of funding them already. I mean, get the fuck out of here. We have every fucking right to suspect that. We really do. And I don't care. Honestly, at the end of the day, fuck, give Bird and Berlinetta thousands of dollars. It's not going to hurt me. It's only going to make you guys look bad. And when you guys do fall out, which it's going to happen, you're going to look fucking even more ridiculous. And more of that milk's going to get spilled.
Hopefully they're setting it aside and investing well, preparing for the cold winters ahead.
Right? I mean, if not, look at Gene's perspective, though. Gene, he has been giving them guys a lot of money as far as books and Bird goes. But if they can use Paula to replace that source of income, that works out for Gene. He don't have to spend his money on nonsense. You don't have to fund books as alcoholism. So it works out for them financially. And yeah we do know you gave books money.
He can fund his own alcoholism because he done switched from lean to alcohol.
And cocaine.
That's books.
And vitamins. Cocaine and vitamins.
Gene Team's looking weak.
Yeah, I asked Berlinetta if everything's all right because she's been going live an awfully amount, excessively. Maybe she lost her job. I don't know. Someone did question that. Hey, Berlinetta, did you lose your job? And not a peep. Not a peep. So maybe this explains the reason why Berlinetta's been so bored lately, just going live. She claims she's trying to get watch hours up to get monetized. I mean, where's the future in that? Let's be real here. A monetized channel is not a source of income. You're not going to get shit from it. You're lucky to get gas money.
Let me just vouch for that. As somebody who's got a lot of fucking subscribers, you don't get paid shit. So if y'all think that's a good source of income, I'm telling you right now, I had big dreams too. It ain't. Until you get 100,000 subscribers or more, you ain't making shit. It's unless you do donations and shit like that. I mean, it ain't gonna happen. Unless you're just lucky.
Right. I'm surprised Fusion even holds memberships. He should just cancel that shit. Come on. What are you even providing at this point? That live you did Monday, granted, I only caught a little bit of it, but he barely stayed focused on the subject at hand, being Charlie D. I mean, it's obvious that fucking Charlie is just a nothing burger. He's boring. He's got some good qualities to him as a locale, but other than that, I just can't really stay focused or interested in that dumbass. And he is a dumbass, make no mistake. But then he went on to talk about Johnny Gobble, I think, to kind of rescue his stream because nothing was really happening or popping off with Charlie D. I mean, if your guys are looking for a replacement as far as Square goes, there was way better options than Charlie D. Way better options. I mean, Paula being one of them. Fuck, she's a low cow. A low cow if I've ever seen one. And then when you have people like Chad, who you guys considered a low cow, come up on panel and try to troll Charlie D, you all look fucking ridiculous. This is the same shit we've been talking about for over a year now. How you can't rock with low cows and troll low cows at the same time. But that was their philosophy, right? That's the Workyverse philosophy. We don't rock with low cows. We troll them. But obviously they haven't stuck to that, and they backtracked every step of the way. But oh well, I guess that's a conversation for another day.
You're cracking me the fuck up. Sorry.
Yeah, that's side quest 10,000 right there. I mean, it's a whole nother bag of worms all over the place.
Yeah, and fuck, how many times are we gonna talk about that and still nothing really changes? Like, it's just like beating a dead horse, like
Beating a dead horse. Horse and
Get your needles.
Cat.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit, that's funny. But no, Paula is an infinite milk factory compared to Charlie D. Really, you got a good source of content. Not sure why. Like we talk about how Gene Team's protecting Paula. It almost seems like the Workyverse still does too. I mean, yeah, Rick and Moses might have featured her in a top 10 a time or two, but it's been awfully weak. It's like, God, what are you guys even doing? Like, here's a low count. There's ever been one, and you're not willing to hook the machine up to them fucking udders and get everything you can out of that bitch.
I agree. When Fusion caught a green light on Paula months ago at Brookie's, I remember I was in there, and I was so fucking excited, and then I waited and waited, and I'm still waiting.
I mean, really, Moses did troll Paula pretty fucking good.
I was fixed to say, unless they did something I don't know shit about.
Well, when he took that money from her for that meme with Dana's dead baby in it that she requested, I mean, that's still paying dividends to this day.
That's true.
Shady Paula.
Oh boy, the teleprompter is going off. It looked like there was another post made, possibly by Andrea. I'm also hearing she's unprivating tons and tons of stuff because she heard us on panel talking about how she dirty deletes everything. So now she's desperately trying to prove us wrong. See, this is your problem, Andrea. You try too hard. And like I've told you before, sometimes less is more. Just take that advice. Don't overreact with it. Don't be doxing people that you think are behind alt accounts. Square. Just fucking relax. Lighten up. It's not that serious.
Well, there's a lot of projection buried in there as well. And I mean, I think it's past the point of advice at this point. I mean, we've all, just like Square, we've all tried to help one time or another. You can only lead a horse to water. You can't make it. If it doesn't drink, though, you might want to call the vet. Perhaps get that horse euthanized.
That's a good point. Yeah. But no, MC, I do apologize if I took that troll way too far and led her to believe that was you and she did all that doxing. I just thought, hell, this would be great Square action if she would just fucking make more posts about you. And it happened, you know? We got Square on her panel, I don't know, 2 or 3 different times because she was so pissed off at the Andrea Gazette thinking it was you that here's Square coming to White Knight. Yeah. I agree with you, Andrea. Fuck MC. He's been blowing up my inbox. My box is so full, my grandpa can't even leave me a voicemail.
It's funny, the voicemails got mentioned way more once they stopped compared to when they were daily. It's almost as if he was asking for them to return and come back. That's how he operates.
Right. I noticed Snaggy left him a voicemail. Square was talking about that. And I'm like, shit, how's that motherfucker leaving him voicemails when that bitch should have been full? Like, where's MC? Oh, shit.
Grampy must have had him clean him out that day. Get those chores done, boy. Empty that voice.
Yeah.
Get out that dolly. Wheel in that cube of soda. Not even a full case. Fucking weakling. Poor Square Bear. Yeah, Square's right
Whitney
up.
caught on quick. Whitney knew that if she took shots at Emcee, she would find Square in her comments. And it's just as simple as that. Fuck, I can make an alt account, start tagging him, and just completely bashing on Emcee, and I'd be Square's. It'd be the simplest buddy troll to pull off.
All day. Target the boogeyman. Well, I mean, Whitney pulled that same play when she used to antagonize Andrea just to try to get Rooskie's attention and try to manipulate and troll Rooskie. So it's like the exact same playbook. It's awesome, though. It's hilarious.
But who's friends and who's not? That's the question. That's what we like to make everyone wonder. Hell, we all just might be good friends with Andrea here, and she's in on it, just to get the last little bit that's coming out of Square. Or did I make that up? See, that's the fun part about this. You just never know with this shit.
Are you spinning narratives again?
Like a globe. Yeah.
Right
See,
down, baby.
I also heard Paula's been stalking Cassie over at TikTok. Because, you know, Cassie let it slip that she's been doing stuff over at TikTok. Well, where's Paula been? She's been over there watching, commenting, trying to get her attention. That's just weird, Paula. Why are you obsessed with Cassie so much? She doesn't like your ass.
Very weird.
Oh, she's so obsessed. If you see that new alt around that's leaving incoherent comments, I think it is Hambone or something like that. But if you look at its tag, it's Hambone brother, spelled like the Hulk Hogan would say brother. So it says a lot about her obsession with Cassie. She misses that last remaining outlaw woman, the last one to leave the stall.
She also misses Jules. You know, I was trying to get Paula to express how she really feels about Jules. Berlinetta was actually brave enough. She was like, fuck Jules, fuck the Hive. But here's Paula, crickets, because she still believes that she's going to get back in with Jules. I just don't get why she thinks she's going to get all these people who dumped her back into her good graces. She's still hung up on Rick and Moses, everyone. As bad as they fucked her over by taking all her money, she still thinks, I have a good shot at being their friends. Like, this is Square all over again. You know how pathetic Square sounded when he was that desperate for a friend? Again, this is the milk to be had here. Not a fucking lame-ass story by Charlie D.
Yesterday, me and Sly was trying to fuck with that Jen bitch. And dumbass Paula come in there like me and Sly was just going to be like, hey. Nobody said a word to the bitch. And then she left, and then somebody blocked Sly, and then I left. But it was fun while it lasted. She said, AC called me the R word. I said, not the R word.
Speaking of R words, aren't you not a fan of words with hard R's, April? Did you see on, I think she even made it public again.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was...
Are you talking about where she called, was it Motor City?
Yeah, Motor City, Citizen Z.
Does anybody know when that was?
She clipped it herself. I think it actually has it up on her main at this point as well, and not just her alt that she's trying to make look like isn't her trolling herself, much like she did with her dead ex-boyfriend. Never forget those days.
That was very disappointing.
It's disturbing.
April, did you not catch on to when Andrea was on your panel and she was just like making all that background noise and she's like, sorry, I'm not paying attention to chat. You know what she was doing then? She was actually typing in chat under her alt. That's how crazy she can get. And it's so obvious, too, to see. And she acts like we don't see it. I mean, what was that? Sabotage, and she was typing with 2 different alts. Sabotage and MW. And she has claimed, I know we have a screenshot. She was bragging to Mustard how, I'm that MW account, I trolled you. And I'm thinking, oh, well, thank you for outing your alt. I'm going to save this one and bookmark it. And for her to think that we don't know it's her months later, it's like, come on, Andrea. She treats everyone like they're all stupid and that she's just a superior, smart individual. But when you act that way, Andrea, when you get that big of an ego boost, most of the times you're going to catch yourself tripping on yourself. And that's what you're doing. That's what I'm telling you. And she's going to be overreactive when I say this, but I'm just trying to give her constructive criticism. When I say less is more. Simple as that. You know,
I have to start paying closer attention to shit because I don't.
You don't have to,
it.
April. That's what I'm getting at here, too. Because if I was glued to this fucking thing as much as Andrea is, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. I mean, the time she makes her post at night to when she wakes up and makes her community post, she's barely getting any sleep, people. It's just unhealthy. I mean, we're watching her spiral in real time. This is a concern for your health, Andrea. You think this is trolling, but we're just concerned citizens. And it's just, she talks about Discord networks and how, oh, we all do the trolling in the back streets and this and that, and she don't do that. She does it all on Front Street. She brags about that, you know? She don't give a fuck, but here she is pissed off at Emcee because she thinks Andrew Gazette is him. But I have to do all of this, this information swapping privately. And it doesn't have to be private. I don't care. We do it on a public Discord on Filthies. Who cares? You know, I don't care if you see what I'm saying or swapping behind the scenes.
Yeah,
it's just one of those. I fully admit to it because I don't have the time to watch every single one of you. I just don't. Now, others take interest in Andrea or Jen or George or Square or any of the other locales, Paula, and so on. And if they can tell me something that happened today or what happened in their live stream, what happened behind Heidi Black's memberships, you know, like that's all I'm after is some of the intel, the information, because I just don't have that time to watch everyone. And there's nothing worth bragging about having that amount of time to watch everyone, which Andrea does. She calls herself a one-man operation, which we all know she does do a lot of backstreet interaction, but regardless,
come on, bro. Anybody that knows about the public Discord, you gotta have a brain enough to know. Anybody that puts something in that shit, that's like the whole point is for y'all to see it.
Well, I mean, even yesterday.
Goddamn.
Yesterday on your panel, April, when Petey was up here, there was a lot of we talk and we should do this with our talents and like the plural speak instead of that singular army of one. A lot of plural speak.
Right. She wants the crown. It's obvious, you know. She wants to be the main character. She wants everyone to follow her lead, to listen to her narratives. Which, hey, if you come up with a good one, maybe it would be good to roll with. But she's overdoing it. She wants more than just a crown. She wants obedience. She wants to belittle you. You know, like when she said that time on your panel, April, I milk Square harder than anyone. Like, why is it a competition, Andrea? It's all a competition to her. She preaches about being better, being superior. You know, she's done this and that, and you've done nothing. Like, that's her troll game, is telling everyone that she's just the best. And it's not going to get you far around here, and it hasn't got her far, like, at all, because I noticed, like April, you said earlier, you just don't pay that close of attention, because really, she's just, all she is the loudest mouth in the room. And then no one really pays much attention to her.
Yeah, there they are now. Shout out Sabotage.
There you are, sabotage.
Andrew likes to say, "I'm sabotage." Here's my hands.
Right. Yeah, we noticed you tried to imitate like his wubba wubba woos and whatnot, like pretending to be Emcee, and that's why she thinks that account is Emcee, because she knows it isn't.
Oh, quick
Kind
tip
of like
to the people, because people have tried to imitate that wubba wubba woo in the past. Wubba Wubba Woo obviously is dead and retired, but if you ever see a Wubba Wubba Woo and the woo is not spelled like it should be, Wu-Tang, W-U, you can tell right away it's just an imitator. It's always Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang forever. There's always little tells. You just have to look for the tells. It's like playing poker.
I like your shirt, Emcee.
Oh, yeah, I am a beach boy. I love the beach.
I love the Beach Boys.
I don't know much of them, honestly, so I feel sometimes like, you know how kids make fun of, like, young kids nowadays wearing, like, Nirvana shirts and stuff?
Yeah.
That's me now as an old man wearing a beach shirt.
I only know the main shits, like ba 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 ba.
I mean, yeah, I know that stuff,
shit,
but
you know. But anything that's not like their main hits, I don't know.
like in season, we pretty much live on the lake, so it was as a joke for being a beach boy, like with my brother-in-law. Just keep them toes sandy.
Come on, Andrea, you're making more community posts now. Just come on in the chat and talk. You don't have to hide behind your wall. That's like her paywall in a sense.
Hug box, safety, echo chamber, yes men. Much like Square, like community.
You know,
I'm gonna get on the. I appreciate this opportunity. Thank you, Ghost, for coming and clearing the air and taking ownership. Much like you did in the past.
I don't think it'll. I don't think it'll help much. She'll probably deny and say that this is a cover-up, and she'll continue doxing you, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But much like she always gives me shit for being even friends with you when you never sent a letter. She had that letter before it ever went public because she was friends with some of the people involved in the back, but doesn't do back streets. But you have, just like you asked Berlinetta to, you spoke like a human. You've taken ownership for some of your fuckery in the past, and honestly, it was part of the troll game. Like, I put a target on myself by getting some of the biggest reactions out of Square. Like, people wanted, it's like King of the Hill, just like Andrea wants that crown she's still after from season 2. It's coming for the top. People want to be superior or noticed. But yeah, I just want to thank you for being my friend. Down the road and back again. All right. Rainbows, everybody. I got a Gold Girl shirt, too. Actually, what I was going to change into.
Thank you, MC.
Thank you. You guys have a great day. Be well.
You too.
Speaking of rainbows, before I get off here, everyone, Jules and George, they are going to court today. This might be the final decision.
I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Go.
Right. Well, we'll see if this restraining order gets appealed or not. Like I said before, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. A lot of his and people in his community are now thinking it's a bunch of bullshit. So we'll see what comes of this. I do know some of the backstreet interactions happening there, some of the screenshots that are being shared. It wasn't in Jules's favor on some of the incriminating evidence, but we'll see, we'll see. Another thing, Emcee has threatened me, she threatened me with a good time, more like it. She claimed that what George did was only a cakewalk, like a walk in the playground of what she's really going to do to me. And then she carries on. Yeah. She goes on to call me fat, and she knows me. She's gonna do this and that. And I'm like, okay. But just be careful, Emcee. Might be ringing on the wrong doorstep. Oh well. More shit to come. more shit to come with that shit over there. I'm gonna shake that fucking community up here shortly, and they'll learn. We're gonna learn a lot of things, but oh well.
Hey, that Jen bitch over there's something else. I got my eye on that bitch.
Oh, exactly, and another fucking milk factory right there.
Holy
great opportunity.
shit.
Great opportunity for so-called trolls. If you're in a troll community like the Workyverse and you're looking for a new cow, man, would she be a fucking perfect cow for you?
Yo, me and Sly had a ball. And she had no idea that we were fucking with her. And it was great. And then it got ruined.
Well, Twisted, I did hear George take a little shot at Jen in his last live. I think I clipped it. I don't remember. But either way, we're going to have to show Jen what George had to say.
Oh,
and how he stuck up for Jane Lee. Yeah, I would love to see that fucking conflict happen. But no, a lot of stuff happening over there. Really, it's funny to watch. I have a good time.
When she said the R word, I about lost. I lost my shit and I made it the whole joke. I'm like, I said, I'm F word dying. And then Sly started doing it. It was great. It was hilarious. I was rolling.
Right. Oh, well, April, you have a good rest of your day.
You too, Ghost. Thank you.